The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, over 25 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful couple based out of Mississauga, Ontario. As we head north of the border, they've got a song called Dear Sylvie, but they'll be playing one of their previous releases coming up as well, too. They got an EP called Dangerous Places, and this is just a wonderful duo of rock, reggae, funk, and pop as they create a very unique sound that's going to make Ontario very proud. So live, ladies and gentlemen, from beautiful Mississauga, Ontario, heading north of us, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful duo, Willowburn. Guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us, Mike. We're really excited to be on your show.
Well, it's great to have you as well, too, James Bally and Natalie Chan. So you guys are based out of Mississauga, Ontario, which I understand is very beautiful. You've got a new EP out called Dangerous Places, and you also have a featured video called Dear Sylvia, but you'll be playing one of your previous releases just to give us an idea. And you just have a unique sound of rock, reggae, funk, pop, and more. You've been doing it for quite some time. And before we get into all that, tell us how you guys first got started.
Yeah, well, I guess the long story is we've known each other for a long, long time. We've known each other since we were in elementary school, and we kind of both did our own thing. We were both involved in music in our different ways, but we didn't really start playing together until high school. And I think the first song, well, actually, I had a friend who dropped out on me for a performance for a talent show, and I remember James was the one who offered to play with me for some other show, and I think that was the first time we played together.
Yeah.
What was the song called? James Morrison, You Make It Real, and
it was literally like our school's like talent show kind of thing.
Yeah, but it kind of trickled on, and we kind of kept performing just for fun, sometimes for school. And then we went to university together. We studied music and we performed together a lot. We did a lot of classical music too. We performed classical music. He played the double bass. I played the piano. But we were both involved in like different, like he was involved in orchestra, bunch of stuff. And
we would play our solos together, you know. And then from there we just kept making music together, and Willowburn was kind of like
let's do it officially.
Yeah, like let's do it seriously, like.
Yeah, and we just started writing. Which one was our first song? I think it was Down the Block. After that, we just it led to a full EP, and here we are.
Oh, that is amazing! You just have like a mishmash of just about everything coming together, creating a unique sound. And what was that one moment that precisely influenced you into what you are today?
Ooh, that's a good question. Was there a big moment that influenced us what we are today?
Can't think of one.
Yeah, I mean, it's really many moments, right?
Or
we
what?
were influenced by a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's just all these different influences coming together that create what Willowburn is. We live in a very like mixed city, and we've been exposed to a lot of different music. So I think all those influences just kind of come together and somehow mesh into what we are today.
It sounds amazing as well, too. And of course, let's get to Natalie here. Who are some of your favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up?
Yeah. Well, I was classically trained on the piano, and I was part of choirs basically all my life. So I listened to a lot of like classical piano, like Beethoven, Mozart, and just a lot of choral stuff. But when it comes to like alternative rock and rock music, more popular music, my first favorite artist was Avril Lavigne. She was my idol. Me and my sister would buy her CD, and we would just memorize everything from right when we get it. And then I was also really into Vampire Weekend. I discovered them. I think I actually discovered them when I was walking into American Eagle, the clothing store, and I heard their music. and then I've been a fan ever since. I still listen to them. I still love their albums. So, and even some jazz music as well. In high school, I got influenced by my music teacher who introduced vocal jazz to me. So Ella Fitzgerald is one of my favorite jazz singers.
That's amazing. And James, how about some of your favorite artists, singers, and musicians also growing up?
Yeah, mine are all over the place. So the first one I can remember, the first big one, and now this might actually tie into your previous question, but when I was like a little kid, 6 or 7 years old, Sum 41's first album came out, and I would just play that on repeat all day. All Killer No Filler by Sum 41. Yeah, and then like that spiraled into like all that, like a whole bunch of punk stuff after that, and then eventually, I got into a lot of other rock music, even I went through a pretty big heavy metal phase, a lot of like guitar centric music. I mean, like I had started playing the guitar when I was really young, and so I was like any music that featured guitar in it, I got really into. Like, and then again, like my teachers, kind of similar to what Nat was saying. I had a lot of different music teachers, and they were all into different things, and so whatever they projected onto me, that kind of became what I identified with at that time.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
that's interesting. You talked about some guitarists as well too. Or who are some of your favorite guitarists growing up?
Let's see. Like John Mayer's a big one.
Yeah.
This is kind of obscure, but I feel like Peter Tosh and like Bob Marley and the Wailers, like a lot of that stuff I grew up on too. Like my parents would just always have that on. Let's see. Yeah. And then like, various like metal guitarists when I was in that phase. Like I feel like that phase in my life was like kind of when I was like the most into guitar. I feel like that's a lot of people's story. Everybody kind of goes through some sort of obsessive phase like that. And so John Petrucci was huge. Tosin Abasi. I know our music sounds nothing like any of these people, but like that's that's but yeah.
And of course, we can't wait to hear what you got. And from what I understand, you'll be playing Sinking Hearts in just a minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% for your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google, Apple Play as well. And take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with James Bailey and Natalie Chan of Willowburn here on the Mike Wagner Show, based out of Mississauga, Ontario, and talked about some of their influences growing up and who are some of their favorites and what shaped their sound of rock, reggae, funk, and pop. And they also got an EP out called Dangerous Places, and of course, they also got a recent release called Dear Sylvie, which will play at the end of the show. But right now, it looks like you got something acoustic for us. We got Sinking Hearts for us, and you can go ahead and play that.
All right. There we go. Keep the flight where we die, chasing dreams that don't know us. Heavy stones that break bones and so big. I can't release these flows of it, even though there's so much light. I'm farsighted, but life's expedited. Can't keep going. Mind's in a blur. How unshine. Always a fight. One overdrive. No need for peace. I've grown so cold and pale. Don't know what I'm afraid of. So much good that I'll never know. Life keep pushing me down. I can't breathe easily. I keep this weight on my broken frame. Can't keep going. I'm in a flood. How unshine, always a fight, on overdrive, no need for these, cover up curiosity, not enough after all these years, eyes gazing or thinking, please hurry now, I don't know who's to say. What's riding, what's striking, worth breathing for? Lift me up so I can see. Put me up just enough to see. Stop crying, keep trying, don't worry now. Hold my hand, we'll walk it slow. Don't go yet, I'll float down with you by my side.
That is fantastic. Sinking Hearts from Willowburn here on the Mike Wagner Show. And guys, tell us more about the song and what inspired you guys to write it.
Well, this song was really, well, we wrote it during a time when we finished school, this whole EP really. And, you know, once we graduated, we were both kind of uncertain about what we were going to do next. You know, it was like dealing with a lot of anxiety, and that's what the song is about for me. And it's not knowing really what you want to do, who you want to be, and you're constantly chasing dreams. And once you reach those goals, once you reach those dreams, it feels like you're chasing another one, and nothing is ever enough. So that's what that song is about for us.
Mm-hmm. And James, how about you?
Yeah, so if you listen, that was like our acoustic version. If you listen to the original, it kind of has like that reggae feeling to it in the chorus. And like for me, reggae music has always just been like an instant like feel good thing for me. You know, if I'm ever feeling down, I kind of just put on that kind of music, and like it instantly like uplifts my mood. So this song kind of deals with a lot of those like, you know, anxiety, those kind of feelings, and it's almost like this juxtaposition of like deep sadness and like anxiety, but then also like this relaxation and like everything's gonna be okay kind of feeling. Yeah.
It sounds like everything's going to be all right, as they would say, too. And you also have on the EP Dangerous Places, Electric Eyes, and Down the Block. And tell us about some of those two songs.
Yeah. Well, this whole EP is really just dealing about literally the dangerous places that we tend to go to within our mind. Like for all of these songs, we kind of tackle these different mental health issues. So with Thinking Hearts, we said anxiety. With Down the Block, that's really about nostalgia. Electric Eyes is about less.
That one's kind of,
yeah. What else do we have?
You can talk about Pill. Pill's kind of personal.
Yeah, A Pill Away, that one is about depression, and it's actually about someone really close to me who was dealing with depression and actually passed away from suicide. So it's just me really trying to figure out, you know, like, if it was a pill away, if we could fix depression just like that, how much easier it would be, and just exploring those ideas. So that one is a really personal one for me, for sure. And then I think we have one more, You're Not Alone. That one is just really a reminder to ourselves that we got a lot of people who support and love us no matter how bad things get or no matter how tough things get. Yeah.
Yeah, the title of the EP actually comes from a lyric in that song.
Dangerous Places.
Yeah.
Right. And it sounds amazing, too. We'll play the actual version near the end of the interview, and we'll be playing Dear Sylvia in just a minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, over 25 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Also follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with James Valley and Natalie Chen of Willowburn from Mississauga, Ontario, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And before we wrap up here, right now we have their latest song, Dear Sylvia, which is all over the streaming services, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Here's Dear Sylvia from Willowburn on the Mike Wagner Show.
Wanderer, 'cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the windowsill to climb up on. 'Cause I know you know I'm lost, I'm a wanderer. You found the w your light lighter, brighter. My fall, it was so heavenly, make no mistake. The aches, the pain, the strains, they went away. This majestic, that's the reason why I stay. Dear Sylvie, I will come to you one day. Dear Sylvie, I will meet you there someday. There's something keeping me so far away. But Sylvie, I will see you there one day.
That is Dear Sylvie from Willowburn here on the Mike Wagner Show. And tell us more about that song. What inspired you to write it? That's a fantastic song, by the way.
Thank you. So,
yeah, so this is kind of a, the song is about a series of weird coincidences, or like that's what kind of inspired Nat to write this one. It's about, so it's a long story, but to say it short, I was really close to my grandmother growing up, and yeah, so when I recently moved into her old bedroom, she passed away not that far, I guess a couple of years ago, 8 years ago or so. But then I just started having like about a month after I moved into this room, I started having like weird dreams about her older sister, like looking for her and like mentioning her by name. And the thing is, like, I didn't even know she had an older sister until like I asked my parents and stuff. It's just like a really, really strange coincidence, almost like a ghost story.
yeah.
But anyway, that song just turns out to be about like, you know, like the hope that like a lost loved one is watching over you, that kind of feeling. Sylvie is the name of her older sister.
Mm-hmm. And where can we find your music at? Guys, you still with us? Hello? Hello? Are you still with us? Okay, we're having some technical difficulties with Willowburn, and we'll try to reconnect in just a minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. And it looks like we've got James and Natalie back on the line. Guys, you still with us?
Yes, hello.
Okay, yeah, I think something must have happened. I don't know if Sylvie came in and cut off the connection. I hope she wasn't trying to destroy you guys. I'm like, oh no, Sylvie, get back in there, please.
Technology, yeah.
Oh, okay, and I think we're still talking about the song Dear Sylvie, and I think we somehow lost connection there, so we're just trying to remember you know, what we were talking about before we had got cut off for a little bit.
Doing technology. Yeah, well, yeah, based off of what James was saying, you know, this whole story is about his grandma and just these freaky coincidences. And I was close to his grandmother too. Like I said before, I grew up with his family. I grew up knowing James since we were little. So his grandma was like my grandma. And so after hearing about his dreams and I just one day just sat at the piano. I just started improvising some random lyrics, some music on the piano, some chords, and then this song just happened. It just came together really quickly, and I think this is actually the fastest song that we put together and we recorded. And I think it's just because it was really meaningful, and we really wanted to just put it out there, and just as scary as it was to put it out there because it was something about that involved his whole family. I think that it was important for us to remind ourselves that, you know, we really hope that our loved ones are looking after us, especially during times like these.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's very important as well, too. And where can we find your music at?
Yeah, you can find us on all streaming platforms, and we're also on social media at Willowburn Music, so the Willow, W-I-L-L-O-W, and Burn, Willowburn.
Willowburn as well, too. And once again, guys, James Valley and Natalie Chan, thank you very much for your time. You guys have been fantastic. Just a couple more things here. Who do you consider biggest influence in your careers?
Who?
Yeah,
who's the biggest influence in your career?
I can't pick one, but definitely my teachers, my music teachers, for sure.
Yeah, I would say my teachers too. Not trying to copy them or anything, but we had really, really inspirational music teachers growing up that inspired us to keep going. Yeah.
And that's amazing too. What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
I'm not good at giving advice, but if I had to pick something, I would say just if you're like young and like if you were like us, not sure what you want to do, just if you found something that you like doing and it's not really causing harm to anybody and you can kind of see a bright future in it, just don't stop doing that thing.
Keep doing the thing you love. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, what do you guys got planned for 2020 and beyond? What can we expect from you?
Well, we're currently writing some new music right now, and we're hoping to release a new single sometime this month, and then also working towards a second EP that hopefully will come out by the end of this year, too. So.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic. Once again, James Bailey and Natalie Chan of Willowburn, a big thank you for your time. You guys have been fantastic. Looking forward to you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Yeah, we're on all streaming platforms, and we're on social media, Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. You can find us at Willowburn Music. And yeah, just keep listening, and we're going to keep coming out with stuff.
Sounds great, guys. Again, James Bailey, Natalie Chan of Willowburn, a big thank you for your time. You guys have been fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on 2020 and beyond. And you guys have been great.
Thank you for having us, Mike.
Thank you so much.
Please hurry now. I don't know who's to say what's right and what's right is worth breathing for. Wake me up so I can see. Fill me up just enough to be. Stop crying, keep trying. Don't worry now. Hold my hand, we're walking slow. Don't go yet. I'll float now with
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.